Hi guys, it's Jenny here. How are you guys doing today? So I'm gonna go out in a little bit, so I gotta get ready, but I thought it would be really great to share this quick and easy mask makeup routine that I've been really enjoying as of late. As you guys all know, masks have become a huge part of our lives, and unfortunately in this type of situation, like putting on makeup every day could feel like a struggle in itself, right? And it really does take a toll on my skin as well. So yeah, but we still want to look cute and presentable when we go out. So I've been really enjoying this mask makeup routine because it's so quick and easy, natural, lightweight, not harsh on the skin, and does not smudge onto my mask. So if you're interested, keep on watching.
Okay, so we're gonna start with base makeup. This is the most important part for this mask-friendly makeup routine. We're going for no foundation today. I'm starting with Dalba's Sun Serum. This sunscreen is so moisturizing yet super lightweight, and I love to wear this under a mask for that reason. Now I'm gonna use a tone-up cream instead of a foundation. I picked this product by Holika Holika called Bare Dew Tone-Up Cream. There are two versions, Glow and Fresh. Glow is a little bit thicker, has SPF in it, and is recommended for normal to dry skin. Fresh version is thinner, lighter, which is why it's recommended for more oily skin types. I'll be using the Glow version today because I prefer the color of this version a little bit more. I also like that the ingredients in this cream are gentle on the skin, and this product can serve as a makeup primer as well. There are a couple of tips I have for you when it comes to using this product. First is to exfoliate and moisturize very well before applying this product. It goes on smoothly and is hydrating but does mattify after some time, which I guess helps to prevent smudging. As I have dry skin, it can make my dry patches and dead cells more visible, and that's why exfoliating and moisturizing very well beforehand is essential. You can definitely build up the color and coverage by layering the product, but I wouldn't recommend that because it can make the complexion super pale and the product could clump and cake up, especially around the dry patches and pores. So a thin layer is all we need. The goal is to even out and brighten up the complexion a little bit. Next, I'm going to spot conceal with this Spot Concealer. I'm covering up my under eye bags, red areas around the nose, and my blemishes using a concealer brush and my fingers. And that's it for the base makeup, very simple and easy. Now, moving on to eye makeup. I'm going to prime my eyes using this cream shadow base. And then I'm going to use this new palette by Etude House. First, I'm using this color called Pink Mully to apply all over my lid and crease. Also, I'm applying a little bit on the outer half of my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to use this glittery color called Pick of the Day to the middle part of the lid. Now I'm using the darkest color called Midnight Date to use as a soft eyeliner. Now I'm going in with this champagne color called the Fairy Tale World and applying it to the tear duct area and the inner half of the lower lash line. For those who don't wear eyelash extensions, I would highly recommend using a mascara primer or a fixer to help the lashes stay lifted for the whole day because warm air coming out of the gap between the mask and the nose bridge can weigh down the curl very easily. This mascara fixer by Etude House is so affordable yet very effective, so I would recommend this combo. But I'm wearing lash extensions, so I'll be using this lash serum instead. Now, moving on to brows. I'll use this pen eyeliner by Bia first. I'm in love with lifted feathery brows these days, so I'm aiming for that look here. I'm drawing hair strokes starting from the beginning part of the brows to the arch. A tip here is to use light pressure and small strokes. If the brows are all filled in, now use a thin brow pencil like this one to finish the tails. Now we'll be fixing those brows in place with clear gel. Now that the eyes and brows are done, we'll move on to blush. I'll use this soft cream cheek blush by Amuse in Pink Toast. This has definitely been one of my favorite blushes this year. I'm applying the blush a little bit higher than I normally do. As most of my cheek area is covered by a mask, I'm placing the color closer to my eyes so it peeks through. Now, as the blush is a cream formula, using some finishing powder is helpful to set the product so it doesn't smudge. Using a puff instead of a brush to press the powder onto the cheeks directly gives the best results in this case. Apply some to the nose area to set the concealer as well. Onto the lips. I'm using this Tattoo Clair Velvet Tint by Forankos in Nouveau. It's such a pretty dried rose color and has a light, soft, velvety texture, but it's impressively long-lasting. I like to blur the edges with my fingers and tissue test a couple times until nothing comes off. You can use a couple more thin layers of the product to really tattoo the color onto the lips. That's it guys for my no smudge everyday mask makeup routine. I love doing this makeup these days. I'm really happy to see a very minimal amount of products coming off onto my mask after a whole day of wearing it. If you guys found this video interesting or helpful, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you do with your makeup when you wear a mask. I'm curious to know. Thank you so much for watching this part and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!